Welcome to the SRCA Super Truck Challenge here at Daytona. We'd like to welcome everybody in here this evening. This is Derek Pemberton here with ESPN, and alongside me here today is going to be Adam Chapman.
Yeah, after I unplug my mic, I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh man, I'm doing great. It's a beautiful afternoon, or evening, I guess. I just looked outside the sun still, so it's still considered afternoon. I'm ready to see another great plate race here tonight.
Yeah, man, trucks at Daytona don't get no more exciting than this. I'm looking forward to it. 55 laps, side by side, wrecking, flipping. We're going to see the big one at some point in time. We do know that. What I do like about it, no stages. I love the fact of that. These guys do have one fast repair. So we'll be crowning the the TI Racing Drivers Champion here at the end of the season, starting off at Daytona.
I'm glad you said it, not me. 55 laps here. Like I
heard my name funny.
I don't know.
Hey, Adam. So yeah, for now on, we do it. We're just going to golf clap it in. Adam Chapman and Derek Pemberton. Oh God, that's funny.
Okay, we're already getting off topic. I'm about to say 92 degrees. Actually, no, my bad. 65 degrees here today. So kind of a day for Floridian weather.
Yeah, Derek, one thing I want to go ahead and mention, because we raced at a super speedway last night for me and you. This is going to be interesting because we haven't got to see the truck. I haven't got to see the trucks at Daytona since I've been coming back to broadcasting. What I'm most interested in is what's going to happen when the field starts getting low in these trucks and people start bump drafting, especially if there's a restart with low fuel. Will we see the back end get jacked up, and it could cause a big one? So I'm very interested to see, and the looseness of the truck, what's going to happen. Will the truck loosen up because of the light fuel load once they start getting a long run in?
Now, not to toot my own horn, but I feel like when it comes to these trucks at super plate races, I feel like, I don't know why, but I seem to be up in the front in a lot of them. And the thing is, I don't see that happening. I haven't seen it. I haven't had it done personally to me. But now that is going to be one thing to see is, I don't know if this package changed. Did they change the package?
The trucks hasn't been changed that I'm aware of. I know that, pretty much just a cup car, but I'm pretty sure the trucks hasn't been changed since the last major update when they made the trucks with the setups a little bit different.
I'm about to say, because we were running in Xfinity cars last night, and the package definitely felt different. So maybe the trucks have changed. If that's the case, if it hasn't changed, get ready, because these cars suck up real quick. So I expect to see two-wide racing for most of the evening. 55 laps, like I was saying, kind of a short little.
It is. It is a sprint race. You got to treat it like a Saturday night top. Better yet, an all-star race, pretty much.
Yeah, but I say, you're not going to get all in your first 20 laps, but after that, you got to start making your moves. You kind of get yourself into the position to kind of get up to the front. I believe, what was the final count on cars?
So far, at the moment, we have a total of 15 drivers in here, so that's awesome to see. This is I don't know if it's the entry series to the Cup Series. I think it may be. Guys in the chat, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it is like a step. This is the first step you got to take to get to the Lightning Cup Series. Real fast, Eric, I want to give a shout out to Doug Carlson in the chat. He mentioned that Doug Carlson in here. At some point, we'll try to get an interview with him, hopefully. But he actually beat cancer, so very awesome to you, sir. That's awesome.
That is incredible news to hear.
Yeah.
Always like to hear that.
Yeah, so we got 50 seconds left here in the practice session. Right now, Brandon Young, we can take a look at the top 10. Brandon Young is on top of the board at the moment. Once I figure out exactly what I'm doing. There's your fastest in practice. Brandon Young, Alex Huffman, Sterling Smith. Don't let these times really, dictate how these guys are going to run. It's Daytona, Derek. You know that as well as I do. Times can be really deceiving in practice.
When we get to qualifying here in 20-some-odd seconds, like I was just saying a few minutes ago, when we get to the races, someone like me, we get up to the fast kind of quick. And you know why we get up to the fast so quick? Because we qualify all the way in the back because we're absolutely garbage at qualifying.
Let me ask you a question. Now, this was a conversation me and you kind of had last night when we did early grace. Do you want to start up front? Do you want to start in the back? You don't want to start in the middle?
You don't want to start in the middle. I'm about to say it really comes down to how you feel with everybody. If you've raced with a lot of these guys before and you know that it goes green for a while, then you want to start up in the front, because if you start in the back and something happens and the field gets separated, you're done for. You got to hope for a yellow so that way you can get back up to the front. It's just there's a whole situation that has to happen for you to get back into the race, because if it goes green, you're screwed. And that's usually what happens to us is we go like, okay, we're going to start in the back, we're going to work our way up to the front, and what usually happens?
Yeah.
No yellow.
Yeah. So, you know, that take that however you want. By the way, Doug Carlson, nice paint, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know I love that, Derek. One of my favorite. You know I do. So qualifying underway, 5-minute qualifying, 2 laps. Derek, talk us through qualifying procedures. How do you go about qualifying here?
Well, since you want to talk about my garbage qualifying, first, once you get all the way up to speed, do remember you can't cross that blue, cannot cross onto the racing surface until the back straightaway, because iRacing decided they want to make exiting pit road even more challenging for us, because it already isn't challenging enough. Then you want to stay on the outside. If you see the white kind of striped line kind of up there on the outside lane, you don't want to get below that yellow line, or at least you don't want to get your truck all the way below that. You want to keep that car as far up as possible, and then after that, it's just keeping it wide open and try not to turn the wheel much.
Yeah, one thing you don't want to do, and I've been told this since joining our Team Overtake, when we first joined it, was never touch the brakes when you exit pits. Never once put your foot on the brake. That 1 mile per hour can cost you speed here, and you don't want to give up any time on the track. So we're watching Doug Carlson right now. We're actually right on board with the driver of the number 86 truck, and I forgot what truck he was in. As you see him right now riding that yellow line. This is qualifying, by the way, for these guys. The SRCA Super Truck Challenge is what they're calling it this year. We got a lot of stuff planned for these guys, so we're very much looking forward to it.
A lot of guys are running the bottom lane. Don't quite understand that. But I say it's actually, here comes Tommy. He ran the outside lane, so he's coming across in a beautiful looking Dr. Pepper paint scheme.
I know you like that one.
Yeah.
Somewhat. Somewhat. We don't want to go into detail with that.
Not yet. Say, come back next week, you man.
He's also got Chick-fil-A on the front of it. So that's pretty cool. It's a mix. It's neat. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's nice. Keep in mind, by the way, we want to mention that this is not his regular truck. We just want to mention that.
And I told him that we was going to specifically put his truck on the entire broadcast.
Yeah, like the whole broadcast is just going to be this one. So, guys, this is now his sponsor, primary for the season, and number correct and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you don't see us next week, or anybody
you know why.
That's why.
Yeah, you know why. Nah, he will be in a different truck, of course, and I'm sure different sponsors and all that stuff. And actually, you see him, by the way, dropping to the apron as he's going to cross the start-finish line. What place will he qualify?
57.
Woo! Man, what a lap. Good lap there.
Let's see, Doug Carlson goes to second at a 7.9. Let's see. Right there, that right there shows you the difference from running the outside to the inside. That's almost a whole tenth.
Yeah.
Chris Whitaker runs a 7.57.
Cody Dempster, by the way, keep your eye on him. He's getting ready to cross start-finish line. Actually, he just started. No, he did cross start-finish line. Puts him in P10 now at 12th. So it jumps quite a bit.
So right here, he's going to pack that car all the way down to the yellow line. Right, one thing I've also learned is you don't want to turn the wheel. Once you've got it turned to the corner, you don't want to move it, because just moving it, just that much more speed and just a fraction of the speed can be the difference from a 702 to a 705.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that, because a lot of guys run different steering offsets and steering ratios, and if you don't know what that means, it's the lower the steering ratio, the sharper the truck will turn. Usually you run a lower steering ratio for short tracks. Here you want to run a higher steering ratio so you don't have to put as much input in that wheel. The smallest amount of input is where your lap's going to come from.
And he comes across the line, runs a 706C. That
back at place, yeah.
I'm about to say, I think that 4,000ths could have been because of Tommy going below the yellow line.
Yeah, you're very spot on it. Yeah.
I'm about to say, so thank you, Tommy. You've just given me some fantastic notes. Now I know what to do next time when I qualify at Daytona. Thank you.
Victor Valley out on track as well. He's actually going to bring that down pit road. I think he's actually working. I think he's wanting to start in the back, so he's bringing that truck down pit road. Derek, if we do see green flag pit stops, how difficult it is to get on pit road here?
Well, okay. I'm trying to think of a good analogy.
We don't get to experience much because we always crash or get crashed.
No comment.
Or crash somebody like I did last night.
Still no comment. Getting out of pit road here is not easy. I'm about to say it is not easy whatsoever as qualifying just comes to an end. So Tommy Gorsett is your pole sitter. Getting down pit road here is not easy. And there's multiple reasons behind why it's not easy. It's not the fact... I'm going to go through a couple of the factors. It's going from almost 200 miles an hour to, what is it, 55?
You are right.
Or is it 65?
You are right. 55.
It's 60.
Is it 60?
It's 60. So you're going from almost 200 to 60. Just coming off the turn.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Derek, real fast. Go over grid and take us through the grid, unless you want me to do it.
Cut me off again. See what happens. We're gonna go to the pole sitter here. Tommy Gorsett. We're gonna talk about that underneath commercial. Tommy Gorsett is on the pole. If I could ever get the right camera right, there we go. Tommy Gorsett is on the pole, followed by Cody Dempster, starting in second.
Cody Dempster, good friend of ESPN. I want to mention that. Sam just chimed in and said that. Pretty cool. Go ahead. Sorry, cut you off again.
Starts third, and starting beside him is going to be Chris Whitaker. Starting inside row P3 is going to be Spencer Madden and Alex Huffman beside him. I hate you so much. Starting just to the rest of the grid, I can't handle it.
Doug Carlson will start in 7th in row number 4 in the 86 Midwest, or out of Midwest region, and Jonathan Roberts will start alongside him out of Mid-South. In row number 5, we got Cody Young and Sterling Smith in that number 50 truck. Row number 6, we got Brandon Young and Landon Dierhold, or Dierhold, I think is how you say his name. Sorry, I about said something else. Christopher Lewis in the number 3 truck. By the way, that is not the right truck number. Some of these truck numbers are a little mixed up, so what you're going to see next week. Christopher Lewis will start in 13th. Joshua Stevens will start alongside him in row number 7. Row number 8, we got Dustin, not even going to try to butcher your last name, Victor Valley will start in beside him in 16th. And last but not least, Justin Winters will roll off in 17th, like the idea
start. Are you sure about that? Are you sure he starts that fast?
No, I have no idea, to be honest.
Cut me off again. As you can all tell, we're all such a loving group here.
I'm looking forward to this race, man.
Dude, I'm about to say, unfortunately, if you was here, I believe, what was it, Monday night?
Well, we had technical
21
problems.
21 cars got in the wall.
Yeah, that's the way to start out. Woo! Use fast repair. Good job there, Cody. That's not going to hurt him, by the way. Not that. Let me tell you something. Let me explain the air. All right.
Oh, God. No, okay, hold on. Before this whole thing starts, there's a whole story. I'm not going to mention names, but last night, of course, we were talking about how me and Adam were in the league last night, and we decided we wanted to start in the back. Well, we started second and third to last. Well, the guy that started dead last, he got in front of us on the racetrack, and we were coming down pit road. And I kid you not, we was going down pit road. Me and Adam both think he forgot he had the last pit stall because me and Adam were pulling into our pit box, and I kid you not, Adam hit the door number.
Yeah.
I mean, he hit him square.
So we'll get back on the story about the air here in a minute, though.
Yeah,
I'm not going to forget that because y'all got to hear my explanation of how I handle air.
I'm about to say I about died in the race car last night because I'm dying.
About to go green. Bring us to it. You want me to do it? I'll do it.
Yeah, you do it.
All right, here we go. First time this season, SRCA Super Truck Challenge pace car pulls in. Green flag is out in the air. We are underway 55 laps here at Daytona International Speedway. Tommy Gorsett to the point at the moment. Cut me off again. Watch what happens.
See, you don't like it. 21 made a very aggressive move to get down to the bottom. I'm not quite sure about that, but these cars, like I said, these cars do suck up pretty well, so we'll see.
Trucks suck up very well. Get it right.
Cars?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually, there goes 13 making a bold move. Going to the outside. The 8 car right behind him is going to follow as they're going down the back straightaway, halfway down the back now.
Very interesting, by the way, because that is a 2-car push right there, working with 4 cars, and that outside lane is going to the front. That is a 13 that you see.
Look at it. That inside lane is not very well formed together. Here comes the 13. Looks like he's going to try to get a little bit of side draft working off that 21. I'm about to say those two on the outside are still working a lot better. And I think the inside is Here they come to the line. Oh, this is already scary. I already.
First lap will go to Tommy Gorsett, who will lead the first lap here this season. Second place right now, Spencer Madden on the outside.
Spencer trying to. He's hoping that 8 car continues to push him.
Who is that? Alex Huffman. He's a heck of a pusher. We do have a 41. Chris Whitaker actually jumped up as well.
I'm about to say right now, this outside lane, if that 41 truck can get to the back bumper of this 8.
There we go. Oh, Big Trouble making contact behind. 25 down into a car, comes back up. Big Trouble wrecking.
Oh, boy. And the 7, can he get through it? Did everybody else get through it?
I believe the 7. Now, I seen that truck come down, and you knew right then and there that was not going to work out.
See, right there, I donated that wreck was happening. That's the only thing I don't like about it.
I believe that was from the 25. That's Cody Young. May have had a little bit of help on, actually. I believe there was a little bit of a bump.
Yeah, okay. I'm about to say, just from what I'm seeing right here, let me see if I can get the exact number of that truck. Let's back this up here.
So it's a 54, maybe didn't bump him square, got him loose.
That's what I'm seeing here.
Now, one thing about us, guys, and keep this in mind, and I know Sam's in here. Sam's the owner of ESPN. He basically brought us on from Trackside Racing Network. He brought me and Derek in. One thing about us that you're going to learn, we do call things very, very fair. So, if you don't like something, I'm sorry.
Brandon Young, yeah, he doesn't hit him square. And
I don't know. It looked like a decent hit, though. Like, I mean,
well, I'm about to say, it didn't help that the 8 was he was kind of going bottom top in the middle in that lane. So really, I can't blame Brandon, because at the time he was gonna hit him square, and then it's like the 25 made a move, and Brandon was already pretty much at his bumper, so he can't do anything once that happens. So.
One thing I want to mention, these guys do have one fast repair. Keep that in mind. So they are okay. They will have to use it, though.
Hey, are you still watching the replay?
I was. Not now.
Have you watched the 9 in-car?
I have not. Let me go back.
You may want to.
You said the 9, correct?
Oh, how did he save that?
Just give me just a second. We'll go back and find the 9 of Joshua Stevens. We'll hop on board with him.
I don't think he...
This is the advantage of falling back a little bit, by the way, if he makes it through this. I haven't seen it yet, so we'll see.
Oh, it's going to say he made contact. Dang it.
Did it show he made contact?
He made a little bit of contact with the wall.
You know what? I don't care.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't care.
Great piece of driving.
That right there.
Excellent piece of driving, man.
Yeah,
one more time.
I'm about to say, it sucks. I don't know exactly how he got loose the way he did. Okay, I see what it was. He just got loose because of the way that...
Oh, my gosh. Great drive, man.
Oh, the 7 did make contact. So, if I'm counting cars right, which I wasn't always
probably not
good at math. 1, 2, 8 cars involved in our first incident on lap number 2. And Adam, actually, speaking of that, talking about our first yell being on lap 2, for a couple of these guys, that's not what they wanted. They wanted 55, or they wanted to go this race green, because a lot of these guys have already mentioned out that they've got prior commitments.
Yeah, Tommy Gorsett has a league, or not league, but a team commitment. So
I'm about to say and not that that means a whole lot to you guys, but some of these guys kind of want this race to kind of go green, so this way we could be done kind of in a hurry.
Yeah, this is one of them races where a lot of people want it to be done just so they could go, run to NIS. And people that don't know, NIS is the NASCAR Open Series. Well, tonight it is, in the Cup cars, so, there's some guys trying to run that as well. But the pace lights are already off, by the way, so it's a fast yellow.
Well, yeah, because it helps that there's no lap cars.
No lap cars, so. Yeah.
I'm about to say, and also because just got a broadcast up here, though, so I wants to run in it, too. So, boys, just keep it green. That's all I care about. Keep it green. Just go.
Do you have a prediction on who's going to win this? It's hard to predict Daytona, though.
You know what? I'm just going to throw a random number out there.
Yeah, you might as well just pick the randomest number that pops into your head.
Cody Olsen. Adam, you don't say anybody because that means they're going to wreck here once we go.
All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and take my pick. Adam Chapman curse. For guys that don't know, that have never broadcast or have never listened to me broadcast or Derek broadcast with me, which is pretty much all the time. There's a thing called Adam Chapman curse, and I have broadcasted plenty of leagues. I don't know how many races I've done. Probably now, what, Derek?
We're into the hundreds.
Yeah, we're in the hundreds. Anywho, usually when I start talking good about somebody, they're going to wreck. Maybe I shouldn't pick nobody.
No, I still don't understand why you pick people.
I kind of like the 999 truck, though.
Well, 999, whoever you are, hope you enjoyed racing here this evening. Your race is about to soon be over. But pace car, getting ready to drop down, and we're about to get these cars. I'm going to keep on saying cars for the rest of the night.
Yeah, heck
Trucks,
yeah.
get them fired back up and get them back rolling, back into flag racing. Pace car is down. I think they got to wait for green.
Well, if they do, they better because green flag is out.
And we're back to racing. The 13, Spencer Madden gets the jump on the 41 of Chris Whitaker. But here comes that 41 back on the outside. I'm about to say, the outside lane, it takes them a little bit to get the run going, but right now it looks like that 41's hanging on just a little bit better than usual outside lane.
Who I'm really interested in watching here is the 8 truck of Alex Hoffman in the bottom right there, pushing that 999 truck because he was such a good pusher in the beginning of this run. But right now you see the outside line going to be able to take this point, and that's going to give the 41.
Is clear. Is that the 9 or is that a 5?
That is the 5 of Cody Olson, who is clear as well, and the 21 out there as well as Cody Dempster.
Well, right there, that right there shows me a lot about that 41 and 5. Usually, if you see 2 guys get cleared, they at least once the front car gets clear, he tries to drop to the bottom. That 41 waited for the 5 to get clear, and then they both drop. So that's already a good sign off the top, at the top of this race already to see that we already at least got a couple of team players already, and it's only lap number 6.
Well, it's interesting. I'm sitting here looking at the teams, and Chris Whitaker, it don't appear that he's part of any team unless he's in a different team speak or something. But yeah, I don't see the 5 in here as well.
As they're entering turn number 3 now, it looks like I think just about everybody is in this pack. I think we got one straggler, Landon Durhold, in 6 truck. He is the only one that is not in this pack right now.
Yeah, and we got the 4 as well, not back there, the 17 and then the 6. So them 3 kind of not where they want to be. You know, they're probably expecting another caution. May have fell off a little bit at the start or had trouble. Maybe some of them actually some of them did take optional repairs. They did not take their fast repair. For what I'm seeing, it looks like they spent a little bit of time.
Sorry, I hit a weird button, which I'll talk to you about later. We're going to see if the outside lane can get the run this time. They do look more formed up than the inside lane. Boy, hard 99 to the back of the 86. There's definitely damage going to be on the back of the 86. There is actually, I think, a little bit of spoiler damage on the back of it. It looks like we're going to go 3 wide for third. 3 wide for second, actually. Just a couple rows deep.
Yeah, battle right now going to be for third, 3 wide. I don't know what position it is. I apologize. I keep saying third. I don't know what position.
Actually, they go back to 2 wide. So looks like the 50 was tired of pushing. He wants to be the leader of the pack or leader of the line. But
Sterling Smith up on that high side. I love that truck pink, by the way.
Yeah, I'm about to say as we're rolling down halfway down the.
Oh, he's coming up. Oh, the 13 came up just a little bit. I thought we was going to have a turn. Want to mention real fast, Derek, side drafting. Huge thing that happens here. This might not end well. 25 bounces around a little bit on the bottom. He's trying to steady it out. 8 car is in the wall. He does keep it going. We may be 4 wide. Not going to happen. Woo! I got excited.
4 wide last night. Don't want to do it again.
That's bad.
Here they go. We got contact cars on the wall.
Car flipping. Well, I just had to mention it, didn't I?
As about 5, 6, 7 cars involved here on lap number 10, and I think that's just a trioval. I think that's personally just a trioval and just the challenge that the trioval gives you here. So we're going to bring you a replay of this incident.
Now, see, is that 25 I'm seeing? I can't tell. Oh, he's done there near the. I see a 25 on that truck, but I don't see a 25 on here. Who is that in that blue car? Oh, it is a 25. That's Cody Young. Yeah,
25, yeah.
So, I don't see
so I'm sitting here watching. There's actually two. Actually, okay. Hang on a second here. I can't tell if there's two incidences that happened or if it's just kind of one kind of did the other. I'm trying to get a good view of it. So it looks like the 25 came up and tagged the 50 that went back down to the 86. And what really made this wreck that much worse is when the 50 came back up the track. That's really what collected a lot more cars. The 50 does several rolls down the front straightaway. I don't know if he's going to be able to drive that car back.
Yeah, he actually had to tow from what I'm seeing as well.
Yeah, so
if you're squeamish, you probably don't want to watch this if you get sick from spinning.
I'm going to say because that's
I'm on board with the 50.
Good luck.
Sterling Smith. There you go. That was the luck. You just heard the engine blow, so that's why you had to tow.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of weird where it blew, though.
Yeah, very strange. Mid-air.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because usually you got to hit it. Unless, wait, was he still on the throttle?
May have been.
No, he got out the throttle before he even started flipping.
Well, I think we're going to come all the way down pit road. Everybody going to hit pit road, I do believe.
Well, as everybody's coming down pit road, and we're going to see who's going to win the race off, as I'm pretty sure a lot of guys this time are going to have to use those fast repairs, as like I said, already on lap 10 of 55, so actually 11 of 55.
Lap 12 of 55, the pace car just passed.
You know what, this is why sometimes...
So let me tell you about the air here.
Oh, yes, since we got a short little break here.
No, I ain't going to speak about the air, it's embarrassing.
Well, I'm going to say, if I knew the story any better, I would tell the story.
I can see the air, Derek. I'm just saying.
No,
the air ricochets off damage.
No, what the actual story was is that he said the air has eyes. And that it had seen the damage.
Why are you making it sound stupid?
I'm just
now that I hear somebody say it out loud, it kind of sounds stupid.
Yeah. Why do you think I about died in the car last time?
Well. The air has eyes and it was ricocheting around my truck or car.
And so it's seen Adam's truck, and so it's like, huh, let's see here. Yeah, we see the damage, but with my eyes, with me being air and having the eyes that we're just going to go straight through it, and it's normal. And it, don't it?
Oh, man. When you say it like that, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, I'm crying. We're going to take a quick commercial break.
I'm okay with that. Well, guys, we'll be right back for the SRCA Super Truck Challenge.
And, oh, hold on. I don't know.
The Porsche Esports Supercar. Between April and September, 40 drivers will compete for over $100,000 in cash and prizes. Expect to see tight, close-quarter racing with some of the world's best sim racers all battling for pride, prizes, and of course, the chance to be crowned the inaugural Porsche Esports Super Cup champion.
Welcome back to the SRCA Truck Challenge. We're getting ready to go back green, and if I can figure out where there it is. iRacing as the pace car is in, and we are back to green here on lap 14 of 55 as Chris Whitaker brings us to the green. And I'm about to say, since we just went back to green, let's try a little bit of crank it up here to get us going.
We haven't done this, by the way.
We haven't.
Let's do it.
So, yep, here we go. Spencer Madden still has the lead here as I believe. Who's that pushing?
It's Victor Valley.
Victor Valley.
Is it Valley or Volley? Oh, there they go. Oh, yep. 3-6. Caution may fly. Oh, they both off the apron. They're both on the apron. I don't think a caution will fly.
Caution will not fly. Thank you, iRacing. No!
Caution flies. Yellow is out. As it is, Christopher Lewis, who I believe that was the caution. He did tow after a blow. There's your wreck. It looks like that is Landon Deerhold, I believe is how you say his name.
And I'm about to say, the only thing that I'm seeing is that we will have an extended yellow because we do have a couple of cars that are lap down that are running.
Yeah. So Spencer Madden, currently your leader here after 17 laps, I do believe now.
Yeah. I'm about to say, we're actually getting kind of close to being halfway done.
Yeah, we're almost halfway already here at Daytona. First race of the season for these guys. Remember, these guys are racing for the TI Racing Drivers Championship. And there you go, as I put the logo right in front of somebody's name. There you go. That's what these guys are trying to race to win. Derek, unfortunately, I've yet to win the championship in the league. These guys are going to have a chance.
I don't think I have either.
You haven't won yet either? No, you haven't.
I'm about to say, I don't think I've been in. I've only been in one fight for the championship, and that was on console. When we went to Homestead, I had a chance. I had to win a road course, and I had to win. The last race of the regular season was Sonoma, and then they put Wapton's Glen in the chase, and I won Wapton's Glen too to win it. That was back on console.
Let me ask you a question. If you could change one thing about the schedule in general, what would you change?
Take ISM off the championship race.
Take ISM. You don't like that?
No, stupidest move NASCAR could have made there.
I kind of somewhat agree.
There's no somewhat kind. That race is boring.
I think it's kind of, it is what it is. I don't know. The last race this season wasn't horrible. I just think it favors certain drivers, though.
Well, my thing is, though, honestly, I say screw it. Put Talladega as a championship race.
Of course you like. Of course you like that.
That is a.
See, I think it should be Daytona, though.
Start the season with Daytona. End the season with Daytona.
I don't mind that. Personally, I'd rather see Atlanta, just because that's what it used to be.
Yeah, I'm about to say, my thing is get that stupid ISM off the championship race. I'm sorry, I hate that track anyway in general, but
give me just a minute. So next week, guys, by the way, just in case anybody wants to know, next week we head to Atlanta for the Cup Series and for the Truck Series. So we'll be at Atlanta. And then after that, Derek, we go to your favorite track of Iowa Speedway in the Cup Series and Truck Series. And I want to go ahead and give
You may
up.
not see me broadcast that because I absolutely.
You don't like Iowa?
No, I hate.
I don't mind it actually. It's going to be interesting because they're racing the Cup cars there.
Yeah,
That's going
I
to be
get
interesting.
taken out every time we race there.
That's going to be interesting. I've never seen a Cup car on Iowa, so I'm very much interested in that.
We've raced it before.
Have we?
Go fast.
Oh yeah, and then after that on 4/29 they had the Cup Series heads to Dover, and then the same week they have Las Vegas.
Ooh.
So in the trucks, these guys actually do end at Homestead, which ain't much of a surprise honestly because
Honestly,
right now.
I would be okay with that. Just continue to leave it.
Here's what I like about the truck schedule. I'm saying, and even the Cup schedule has it. They have Mid Ohio in both. I like that.
Mid Ohio. I'm about to say.
It should be fun.
Cup should go to Mid Ohio.
They should, anyway. And I think trucks and Cup both should. And also, they're going to actually run 5 flags in the trucks, which is going to be awesome. But here's what's interesting about this whole schedule.
Out on the racetrack for that race.
Here's what's interesting about the whole schedule. Starting on the 10th, okay, next May 10th, we go to Rockingham. Rockingham is it's Rockingham. It's not my favorite track exactly. I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's a tough track, but it's fun in the trucks. It is fun in the trucks. Then we head to 5 flags, and I'm talking about the truck schedule. Then we head to 5 flags. Then a week after, you got Mid Ohio. Then you got Bristol. Then you got Talladega. Then you got Eldora.
Yeah.
That stretch, man, is going to make or break a lot of people's year.
Sam, you want to come broadcast this and let me get in the truck for this?
I would love to race Eldora. That'd be fun. I've yet to race Eldora in the truck.
I have. You're not missing much.
I've never done it. I know how to race it. I've done practice laps. I know how to race the truck in Eldora. I just haven't done it in an actual race.
So once
these guys go to Kansas too, by the way.
Yeah, Sam, you're gonna have to fill in for me, dude.
What is LORP? What is that? Is that I think that means IO. Is it I?
Wait,
LORP. Anybody know LORP? Now I could be wrong. I'm not sure what that is. Something Raceway Park. I'm thinking Lucas Oil. That's what it is. Yep, Lucas Oil. So that's a good track. And then you go to Martinsville.
I even have that track?
You do. You do.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't know. Martinsville, Kansas, Canadian Tire Auto Club, Homestead.
Yeah, Sam, you're probably going to have to come in and broadcast.
Really, Derek, I'm sitting here looking. Auto Club and Homestead's back to back. That could be a lot of, a lot of practice with Auto Club going into Homestead.
Yeah. So we're getting ready. I believe Pace Light should be going out.
Yeah. Yes,
they did not.
They did not. Yeah, they did. You're such a liar.
No, they did not.
You're smoking.
Yeah, you're right. I'm out here smoking trees. Okay.
Let it rip, tater chip.
Yeah, I see that. Okay.
That is our new saying, Derek, when we go green. That's what you need to say.
Maybe. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I don't know. I really like some of my sayings. I said, what did I say? I said one thing about a chicken nugget, didn't I?
What was it you said?
I said something about a chicken nugget.
I don't know. We need to get a really good saying.
Yeah, what is going on in the back of the field? Well, our field of trucks has shrunk. I don't want to say a lot, but it is not the same size as it was before. Brandon Young is actually DC'd from the server, and the 3 of Christopher Lewis, I believe, is done.
Maybe he's trying to get his quick repairs. Sadly,
I think he already used his fast repair. So did not pit, so he's banking on another yellow. Besides that, everybody else pitted. Correct.
Yeah, you are correct. With the exception of Cody Olson, who I'm showing 9 laps on as well. So, yeah, he
well, we're going to be getting the restart on lap 21 of 55, so we're almost halfway done with this race. Pace car is in, and the 13 goes, and I'm going to really question that move, but he pulls ahead. I mean, he's already, 3 or 4 car lengths?
here's what could happen right now. If Doug Carlson pulled up behind this 41, they're going to blow by the 13. Got to really be careful jumping restarts,
especially
on
like
the plate
that.
tracks. Yeah,
but it kind of works out.
It does work out. Yep.
Well, I don't know. Let's see here. 13 kind of. Actually, yeah, 86 is a good job. It looked like he dragged the brake just a little bit. And we're 3 wide in the back. 21 goes to the outside of the 999 and the 9. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of 9s in that row.
There is a lot of 9s in that row. Jonathan Roberts in that 999, caught in the middle of a 21 and now 50 sandwich, I guess we could say.
I'm about to say still 3 wide. The 21 trying to hold it on the outside, got no help. So now that's going to force that back down to 2 wide. Actually, there goes Tommy Gorsett. He's actually going to go to the 3rd lane and try to help out this 21. He's going to need more than just two trucks on that outside lane to get it all the way to
he's
work.
Going to drop back down.
There goes Tommy Gorsett. I thought he needs to go all the way to the bottom. Actually, he's listening to him. He goes all the way down to the bottom. 21 truck is in the wall. He'll be all right. That's the second time he's gotten into the wall today.
Yeah, smart move by Tommy there. He sees the momentum right now. He's going to be able to probably, it looks like, never mind.
86 going for the lead. That's actually going to bring that 41 up, so that's going to tightly pack up that outside lane. Again, contact.
That's what we was worried about. How much bump can you give somebody without lifting up that back end? It can cause problems.
Side draft, to be honest.
That was huge.
Here we go, side by side. Right now, outside lane, front 2, a little bit closer together than the bottom 2. That's it. That's all it's going to take. 86 clears. 86 is going to lead the 41. Not a lot of space to get down. Let's see, the 41's going to try to get in there.
Woo!
Back to the 9 and the 5.
Got to be careful doing that. That is one way to get yourself taken out of this race because we don't know how many people have fast repairs left. So, really, yeah, you got to be careful.
As he's trying to take it 3 wide again. I don't think he has a very good pushing truck because he's really pushing up in the center. 86 just dropped below the yellow line. We got big trouble in the front of the 21 car up into the catch bin.
Hello, sky. Hello, world. Because he just went tumbling back down to the earth, and there's another contact for him. He has blown up, and unfortunately, I don't know if he's got a fast repair. This is going to take out a lot of trucks out of this race. I don't know how many fast repairs.
I was thinking he wasn't already blown up. I think he may have been all right because I don't think he hit that hard. Actually, oh boy, wow. You know, that is actually the most realistic flight.
That was pretty realistic, yeah.
Wow. Okay, everybody, write this down. iRacing.
Good.
You finally did something right. Good job.
That was pretty realistic. I'll give you that. That was pretty good.
I'm about to say that we need to go back there and check on that catch fence because
might need a repair on that. It's right on board.
I'm about to say, I want to kind of right on board with this.
Cody Dempster, let it rip, Tater Chip, because there he goes. Oh, gosh. You know what I like about this?
What?
The whole time he was steering the truck while he was flipping.
You know, I do that too, thinking that I can control the car.
I think he was trying to ride the catch fence while he was flipping.
Hey, no Herbie fully loaded here.
Look at his hands. Yeah, he's trying to steer back to the left. Oh, God. No, that's horrible, though, for him.
Only about 5 trucks got involved. I know a truck or two had to drive underneath. Now, what in the world happened? Okay, so from what I'm seeing, the 13 gave the 86 a really hard shot. The 13 lifted to try to let the 86 get back, and the 13 had moved down. And the 9 and 50 had such a run coming up that it just
squeezed. Yeah, it squeezed the 9, it looked like.
Yeah, I'm about to say, that's just one of those racing deals when we get to it. And oh boy.
Yeah, the 13 did the right thing by letting off to let the 86 back in.
And I don't think the 9 realized it because you could just see the speed difference just by not even having to slow it down. You can clearly see the speed difference.
Yeah, there's the 9 took a really hard hit. Did you see that hit he took?
No, I did not. I actually have not watched
this yet. Oh gosh.
I'd say a couple of guys already leaving. Actually, there goes Tommy already.
Yeah, a very hard hit there for the 9. Unfortunately, he has gone to pit road with a toe, so damage is going to be repaired. So I'm going to be honest, guys, that took a lot of people out of this race.
Yeah, I'm about to say, not a lot of cars still left in this race.
So what we're going to do, take a commercial break. We are just about halfway. And we'll be back right after this.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back to the SRCA Truck Challenge here at Daytona, as we're on lap 27 of 55. Another big incident, and the field once again has shrunken just a little bit more, as Doug Carlson is in the lead, followed by the 999 of... Actually, I don't know his name off the top of my head.
You know, we still actually got 13 trucks actually still running. Not bad. You know, once I said... now, I could be wrong, okay? I believe this is an entry league to get up to the Cup Series. This is the Truck Series league, so a step down from the Cup. So we're seeing a little bit different type of driving, I think, but we've still seen a lot of good racing. I mean, we've seen some really good 3 wide already, and actually at one point I think it was almost 4 wide. What's going to be interesting, I'm sitting here thinking, is the field strategy now. We're on lap 27, coming to 28. What is going to be the field strategy? I'm not sure how many laps they can go. Do you?
It's 30 something.
Is it 30? I can't remember if they were on a full fuel or not. I cannot remember. But either way, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Now that's if we get a long green flag run. I do expect one to come. How long is to be determined. We're getting ready to go back green though here at Daytona International Speedway, as Doug Carlson is going to drop off the pace car.
And is going to bring us green.
We are
actually, he has a little bit of an advantage already. Now this is probably where we'll see our front pack really die down. So let's say we're kind of at the point now where maybe our yellows are not going to happen near as much, because you know the field's not going to be near as big.
Well, I can tell you right now, just by looking, it's a breakaway up front, about a 6-car breakaway. And I'm going to be honest, if these guys were smart, Derek, Now
they would get single file.
They would get single file and race and just try to put these cars behind them even further back.
Yeah, well, right now the 999 wants to get to the point, being pushed by the 8. Here comes the 86 battling back hard on the inside lane. And I'm about to say, I don't know how long that inside lane is going to be able to hang on, because it's going to be 4 cars to... Really, actually, it's going to be 5 cars to 2 cars, because really that third car on the inside lane is probably almost hurting them a little bit, because he's not tucked up. Actually, he got a good run there, but right that time by the 999 is going to lead that lap.
I believe that's Dustin Schwingle is how you say his last name. I've been sitting here trying to figure out his last name. I think that's how you say it. In the 17. I hope so. Anyway, 4 cars on the bottom, 4 cars on top. Which line will form up faster to get tucked up on each other? That's how we're going to find out. Right now, it is the bottom line.
I'm about to say that bottom line. Look at. Oh, that's not going to end well.
That's where the sandwich happens. You really got to pay attention, man. You get such a big run, you kill somebody's back bumper.
The thing is, that's where the 9 has to see that coming in his mirror. And I'm not saying he's almost kind of got to blip it almost that, or he's got to do something to kind of get away from the 86. That way he can absorb. That way he can get the momentum from the hit that he's going to get from the 4 and really push that line, because you can tell. Right there, look how bad it's already hurting them. They're already to the second car, as right there 999 does clear, and he will go to the bottom. So, well, about to say, one car went to the bottom, another one went to the top. Is actually the 13 has actually found himself back into this pack. So he's actually driven to catch back up to the pack.
Jonathan Roberts leading the way with the 86. Doug Carlson behind him. Alex Huffman currently shown in 3rd with Cody Olson and Dustin Schwingle, who is in 5th place in that purple and white 17 truck. And I'm not sure who K is on the 999 truck, but it says thanks K across the windshield banner. Hopefully they're watching, but there you go. Riding on board.
Turn number 4 is the 86. Can't really keep it above that yellow line that time. Here they come across start-finish line. Going to be the 999 leading yet again. He's going to lead lap number 30. So we've only got 25 laps to go. So this race is slowly but surely starting to tick down.
One thing I want to mention here, Derek, is this track does not eat tires like a lot of the other tracks do. You do not have to take 4 tires if you choose not to on the pit stops. Really, you don't have to take no tires at all. With 55 laps, you could go full race without taking tires.
Yeah, I've actually done that several times.
Yeah.
It looks like the inside lane can still just not get formed up.
Oh, a little bit of blink there from the 17. Okay, though. He's good.
Yeah, he's back. But I say, I'm kind of surprised how this inside lane is staying.
Let me ask you a question. When he blinks out, does that affect the draft?
You know, that's what the broadcast last night was saying. I don't think so. I think it still picks up that you're there until it completely removes you.
That's what I'm thinking, too. I don't know. It's interesting.
That's my best guess, is that's what it is.
It's kind of different. You know, we don't really think about that much.
Yeah.
We do got a lap car, by the way, coming up.
Well, that's not good because we're 3 wide.
Yeah,
we're
right
3
now.
Wide going for the lead. 8 blocks the outside lane.
Right now, he is on the apron, which is where he should be. So, good job. 17 right now, caught in the middle.
I'm about to say we know all about lap cars.
Yeah, so if you're watching, there's your how to do it. If you are a lap car, just move, especially here because it's dangerous.
Yeah, I'm about to say, and we'll maybe discuss that a little bit later, but.
These cars have actually caught back up, yeah. Wow.
Yeah. And I'm going to say it's 5 cars on the inside lane, 4 to the outside. It's not going to end well.
I want to mention that some of these cars you're seeing is a lap down. You see the 50 right there. He's actually 2 laps down from what I'm seeing. But he is up there working with these guys, trying to get it. And then we got another lap car right up here. That's Atlanta Dierhold. And right now he is running the bottom line. He's got to keep an eye out. This is where it could get ugly. He's going to have to move.
If he stays down to the bottom, everybody is going to have to make the lane move up.
He does move up.
The top side.
This could end really bad. And good job by everybody there.
Gets through. So I'm gonna say
he did the right thing.
What?
He did the right thing.
Yeah.
By going up.
I'm going to say last night we caught a situation where we were about to go 3 wide again. 8 car blocking the outside. Like, if I'm not 8 car, I'd quit doing that.
Oh, the 41 about came down on the 17. Good job. Yeah, you're right.
Run.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm about to say that 8's about to wreck him and about everybody else. I don't want to say that's a stupid move. That's not a very smart move because you're trying.
Yeah.
A lot of guys, but of course,
a lot of people, you know, you can do it if you're really paying attention, but everybody behind you has to pay attention. But he's going now. He's at the lead, and this might not work out. 41 to the bottom. This is interesting.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I understand what the 8's trying to do. He's trying to get the momentum, trying to get the run, but I mean, that's just one of those things that I'm about to say, I try to block if I get to the lead. It's hard, though, because you almost got to have a live spotter to do it because you can't sit there and be... Because really, once you get to the lead, you're not really watching out your front windshield all that much. But...
Yeah, you're more mirror driving than anything.
Yeah, so it's actually, here goes the 8. He's about to clear.
Got another lap car coming up, too.
And we'll see what happens this time. 8 straddling the inside and outside lane. He's going to go all the way to the outside. Actually, I think that 13 is going to try to get to the outside of him. He's going to... As the lap car does.
I believe that is Cody Dempster, I do believe.
Yeah. So I'm going to say, speaking
Cody
of
Young,
lap car, last night we had an issue with the lap car where he rode the inside lane.
Yeah.
All the way around.
Yeah, and let me ask the chat a question.
Okay.
Because I'm curious about this. If you're in the lead lap cars at Daytona and a lap car is on the bottom, if you're side by side like these guys are now, for that outside line, do you have to check up
or move up
the track in order to let that bottom line up, or can you use that lap car as a pick? Do you find that a dirty move if you use that driver as a pick?
And may I also say that there was like 20 laps to go in the race.
20 laps to go in the race, like now.
Yeah, basically it's about now.
So let's say that there's a lap car. If that lap car stayed on the bottom and these guys were side by side, does that outside line have to move up?
Yeah.
I'm curious what the answers are going to be on this.
Personally, I say screw it. We're racing.
Yeah, I say use it as a pick.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
You're on the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh, well, should have been on the bottom.
Yeah, that's your choice to stay on the bottom. I mean, you should have been up top. You know, that's, you know. Now, granted, most lap cars are not on the bottom. Most lap cars are on top side.
I'm going to say, kind of surprising here. We're getting single file.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, you know, the outside line really seems like it's falling back a little bit. We got the 86 right now, or the 999.
That usually is kind of what happens here. I say, it's going to die down. I think with about 4 or 5 laps to go, we'll see it kind of ramp back up.
Yeah, I think a lot of this has to do with this is a 4-car breakaway up front. And then we got the damage on that 999 truck is a little bit on that right front fender, or right rear fender. As you got another lap car here. And, yeah, we're cutting a little close, but... Yeah, you know, that's just one of them things I think that happened here.
So if we go across the start-finish line yet again, we're on lap 38 of 55. As it looks like the 86 is trying to get the outside lane to work. I just think the 4's got too much damage to really make it work. And then they don't make a smooth transition, so that's going to bring the 999 to the inside of the 4. The 86 is drop back down. Or else this is about to be a 3-car breakaway, and I think you can almost kiss those 3 goodbye.
Yeah, you know, I understand what the 86 is trying to do, but personally, I think you got to drop down behind the 13. Push the 13 up towards the front if you can, then try to make your move from a second position if he brings you along with him.
Yeah, I'm about to say...
this may be a 3-car breakaway. Now, if these guys drop behind to make this a 4-car gap, then they could do something.
Though, it's still going to be tough.
Yeah, 999 leading, he may need, you know, we'll have to wait and see what happens with this. He may need to be in the middle.
They are going to get single file, so they're going to catch back up as we're at 17 laps to go. Actually, the 13 is actually looking, he's going to kind of break away a little bit. I'm going to say, I know at least when I was leading.
Oh, 86 in the wall, yep. Got a little bit of a bump on him right coming out of that exit, and that's going to... Yeah. That's going to basically eliminate him right now. I think from this, I'm sure he's holding a finger out the window, but you know that right now that's going to hurt. Yeah, right now that's definitely taking him out of contention, and it may drop this 4 out too.
Yeah, and the one thing is being at the lead, being the leader when you hit 20 laps to go, because I've been in this situation before, and I hate it because I feel like my heart's about to pump out my chest. It's beating so fast. I hate it.
Not only that, at Daytona for the first race of the season, it's huge.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm about to say you got to be careful because it starts to affect your judgment. I'm about to say ask me because I had a 1-lap shootout and I could have easily won the race, but I made a dumb move and blocked the wrong lane and finished second by like 100th of a second.
Yeah, and that's one of them things. Right now, let me ask you, Derek. Right now, the way these guys look, what is the prime position you want to be in?
Right now, prime position, 41 truck.
See, I'm thinking 13, just because how far he's backed up off the 41. Now he's squeezing up a little bit. But
the thing is, though, the 13, he's going to have to break away the 41 and the 8, because my thing is, with the way that I've seen that 41 on the back of the 8, you gotta get them two broke up. So you've got a side draft, which is going to take a little bit of time to get him off of them, and then you got to hope that you got someone behind you that's going to really push you. So that's going to be the thing is you almost got to break them up coming to the white flag. Got to break them up in turns 1 and 2, and then you got to have the guy on your back bumper before halfway. You almost got to have him on your back bumper on the exit of 2 to give you the run to have you a chance, and then you got to side draft all the way through 3 and 4. Is actually the 41 probably trying to cool his motor just a little bit. So as these laps start to tick down, strategy is slowly going to start to work into our favor.
Yeah, I want to mention right now that the 8 and the 13, who is first and third, are teammates. Hufflepuff Motorsports is the name of that team. That's a crazy name. And you got Chris Whitaker, and it looks like he just has his own race room up there, so nobody's in that. So if push comes to shove, I don't think we'll see this 13 jump out and help the 41.
You wouldn't think.
You wouldn't think. But it's Daytona, and it's the first race of the season.
There goes the 41. 13 actually helps him.
We got a lap car. That is the 86, by the way. This is interesting.
I'm kind of interested in this. I think I know why he's smooth. Oh, contact!
So he came down pit road.
How many laps ago?
He just came down.
Who?
The 86. He took his fast repair.
Okay, well, I'm not worried about the 86. What about what about our leader?
They're still showing the leader was on 17 laps, but the guys behind him was on 18.
So the 41 just hit it. He pitted
17 laps, yeah.
I don't think he can go the rest of the way. Maybe.
Well, it's 30 laps right now if they go the rest of the way.
It's gonna be tight. I think that's why he made the move, because he knows green flag pit stops are coming. So you would almost rather be the leader, because that way he'll be more willing to go with you. That or the 41's blowing up.
That's a possibility, yeah, because you had that trouble last night. These things heat up very fast. Xfinity was horrible. Now, I think that's why you're seeing the 13 actually jumping out of line. Actually, he's using a side draft and actually working his way up.
Yeah, he fell all the way to the back end of this line as we got another lap car, but I'd say we got 12 laps to go. Race is slowly starting to tick down.
Yeah, so far so good right now for Chris Whitaker. He's been out front for a few laps now, 12 laps to be exact, but he's got the 8 of Alex Huffman really breathing hard, but they are starting to put a little bit of a gap here between that Justin Roberts truck and the rest of them. So we'll have to wait and see what happens as we get ready to come to 11 laps to go here at Daytona.
And single file line, weird, but I would almost think these guys got to be getting single file, knowing that they got to come to pit road, unless they're trying to just save a little bit. That way they can get to the end here. As like I said, we just hit 11 to go. This 13 is kind of, I don't know. I don't like the move he's making.
Yeah, right now it's interesting because Chris Whitaker and Alex Huffman, I don't really know. I think a little bit of this might have to be with just cause overheating problems as well, like we mentioned.
But the 13's been in the front car. He hasn't been in the car for some time now. It's been 4 laps since he's been behind the car, so he ain't blowing up.
He's doing a good job on side draft. I'll give him that. The thing is, I don't like side drafting on a straightaway. You can. I would rather do it in the turn and then slingshot out to the wall at the exit. But he's doing a good job. I mean, look at him.
Yeah, I'm about to say he'll get the run here off of 4.
Oh, he's going to get the lead.
Now the question is, does he leave the 4? Don't be that guy. Don't leave the 4 if you get clear. As we go across the line, 10 laps to go. 8 goes to the outside, go to the outside lane. So this, how far back will the 41 fall? He's at least 1 car back. 13 trying to clear the 41.
I like the respect we're seeing right now. The 13's not leaving a 4.
I'm about to say, at least we're not seeing a lot of selfish driving, but the 4 is now clear. The question is, how long does it take the 4 to try to get down to the bottom? They're not going to go to the bottom. Now they go to the
that's
bottom.
why he's not going to leave him, because they're teammates. The 4, yep, the 4. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. 14 and
no,
4 and 13.
Another kid.
Another kid.
Yeah, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about.
This actually hurts Alex Huffman, by the way, who is teammates with these two leaders. Unfortunately, he's going to drop all the way back. He may wind up losing his draft.
Yeah, I'm about to say he's going to need someone to maybe drag the brick at the end of this pack. But I just don't think it's going to be enough as we're at 9 laps to go.
Now, right now, we're not sure 100% on field. We think they can make it, but we're not 100% sure. We're about to come to 8 laps to go. These guys all single file right now. We mentioned we would get a long run. Well, we're seeing it now. Long run is definitely happening. And
I'm about to say, the only thing that's hurt this 4 and 13 is that they are that far out in front. If these 4 can stay together, make a smooth transition to the top side, the 13 and 4, they'll go back from being in the front back to the back again. But the thing is, that's got to be a lot of coordination, a lot of guys that know what they're doing.
Pit stops.
Here we go.
Green flag pit stops underway. 17 going to be left out. And there we go. Wreck happening. That's going to cause. That's going to take the 8.
Going to get away scot-free.
Yeah, the 8 and all these guys are probably going to be taken out. The 4 and the 999 going to be the ones. Dustin Schwingle may be the one with the advantage as he is out there by himself at the moment.
Boy, I'm about to say.
We mentioned it when we came on the air. Pit stops can't cost you or win you this race.
Yep, and there goes the 999. Probably just went fuel only, as he is now out of pit road and on his way.
And keep in mind, these other guys are going to have unsafe pit exits and entrances and all that good stuff. You're speeding and wrecking under, I don't know, everything iRacing could throw at them. They're probably going to have to make another green flag pit stop.
So here we go. Right now, the 999, I think, would be our leader.
Justin Schwingle coming down pit road.
As he does good there. He gets it under 60 miles an hour. So he does a good job. Now he's got to have a good, clean entrance into his box.
It's going to be basically a splash and go. And if you got your fast repair, go ahead and use it. It's not going to hurt it now.
I'm going to say, I actually thought he had the last pit stop, but he didn't. I thought he slid all the way through it. Spinning his tires, that is not what you want to do.
Yeah, something you really don't want to do. It can cost you a little bit of time. Right now, Dustin Schwingle still holding on to this lead. It's not going to be by much. This could be your race for the win right here. Jonathan Roberts coming across the start-finish line.
Honestly, is that him right there going through one?
Actually, I'm going to tell you right now, I think it's going to come down between them two because, Derek, here's why I'm saying that. Jonathan Roberts, 7.7 seconds on pit stops. Dustin Schwingle, 0.9.
Splash only.
Splash only. So it's a splash and go. No tires on that truck. Like I said, I think it's going to come down between these two. I think they're going to hook up a draft. Now, Dustin don't want to hook up. He wants to keep it like it is. And if a caution comes out, we can still get one green flag run in at the moment. Coming to the start-finish line, it is going to be 6 laps to go. As there's your gap between first and second, and that is going to put Dustin up to speed. And there's a 1 second gap, so now it's just power, I guess, and hope the 17 makes a mistake if you're this 999 truck. Everybody else right now spaced out. There is really no draft. There is a draft, but it's 7 seconds back. Now, they're going to catch these guys very fast. It's just, can they catch them on time, Derek? I'm not sure how much of a time can you make up with 2-car draft and work on
a 4-car draft?
Yeah, two car.
Compared to a 2-car, depending on how tight the 4-car pack is, if they're completely nose to tail and no wiggling, they can 100% count a 2-car pack.
Something going on with the 17. He is really off the pace. He may be bringing his car back down pit road. Here comes the 999. He's going to take the lead. Not sure if Dustin Schwingle has made a mistake. He's going to drop in behind him. Not sure if they're doing this on purpose. I believe they're doing this so the cars behind him will not catch them.
Yeah, I'm going to say you've almost got to do a strategy style thing here to try and make sure that it's just between you two. You don't want nobody else to have. I'm about to say, especially if you know the guy.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. Jonathan Roberts and Dustin Schwingle, I don't think are teammates. Both of them not in here, but that does not mean they're not talking to each other. So, like to call, I think, because the gap was closing. I mean, just when I was just talking about that, they closed actually 2 seconds from third and fourth. So that's very smart from Dustin. Now, he does take second. The question's going to be, how do you get around this 999 of Jonathan Roberts with 4 laps to go? if you're Dustin coming to that white flag. I don't know if you're going to be able to slingshot around him or not.
You're not going to be able to with it just being a 2-car breakaway. You almost need a third car.
If you can side draft just one car.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think really you're going to have to move them off the bottom lane.
Yeah, well, you may have to do a bump and run at Daytona, which is almost impossible unless you actually try. Oh, you could do it. You could do it.
You're going to have to wreck them, basically.
Yeah, you could do it. Another thing is this 999 and 17 truck both, Jonathan Roberts and Dustin, both have a little bit of damage. Now, the gap is closing between third and fourth and these guys. Gap now 4 seconds with 3 laps to go at the line. And that gap's closing pretty fast.
What's the gap per lap?
That time it was about 7/10. Now, it could be more. I'm going to get a better estimate
I'm going to say, this lap right here will be the determining lap.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you right now, Chris Whitaker and Alex Hoffman that 8's a good pusher. We already know that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you right now, it's under 4 seconds, and that gap is really closing. I said it was 4.3 last time. That's what it was what I mentioned. So, we'll wait to see. They're getting ready to come to 2 to go. I don't think they're going to have enough time.
It's going to be close.
Okay, so they're getting ready to hit the line, and I'll tell you what it is. A 3.4, so it is a second a lap.
Yeah, there's not enough time.
They're going to be about a second short, I think.
Now, thing is if they can maybe just gain just a hair somewhere more and
catch
be able to get the back end of the draft.
They'll slingshot around them.
Yeah, they'll definitely get the momentum.
Yeah. 2 laps to go here for the opening of the SRCA Super Truck Challenge, and we've got a good race. It's been working out very well. All race long. It's only had 4 cautions. Not bad. Yes, they have been 4 very big cautions, so there ain't a ton of trucks left. But the ending has been very phenomenal, watching pit strategy play out, and then, of course, the accident that happened on pit road. So, 1 lap to go. The gap really hasn't closed too much. The gap up front, they kind of tightened in 2.9 seconds. So, the battle's going to be up here for the 17 and 999 as the white flag is in the air for the final time here at Daytona. Chris Whitaker, Alex Huffman doing everything they can to try to close the gap. Spencer Madden currently in 5th with Justin Winter 6th, Doug Carlson in 7th, Joshua Stevens, Sterling Smith in 8th and 9th, and Cody Young rounds out the top 10. When's the pass going to happen, and will it happen? Down the backstretch for the final time. Now, if this guy jumps out, it could happen right here or off turn 4. Dustin Swingle trying to figure out a way to get around Jonathan Roberts. Final turn. Off the exit of 4. He's going to look to the outside. Side by side. At the stripe, it will be Jonathan Roberts winning at Daytona by nose. With Chris Whitaker going to come home in 3rd. And Alex Huffman will finish in 4th. So congratulations to our winner here at Daytona. Jonathan Roberts, 12 laps led. And, the question has to be, was it a smart move for Dustin to drop back? I personally say it was to do that, because you probably would have finished up 4th, I would guess, if you didn't do that. So we're going to see if we can get an interview in with one of these drivers. I'm trying to see. Is Jonathan in here? At the moment, he is not. Dustin is not. Chris is not. We may jump back and just interview a couple people. We'll see if they jump into TeamSpeak. Hopefully they will. There's a burnout from the winner. And the 17 also doing a burnout in 2nd as well. And the 9 joining in on the fun. Why not? So, Jonathan Roberts going to finish in 1st place tonight. None of our top 3. And nobody else is in the TeamSpeak room that I see. Let's interview Doug Carlson. Everybody wanted us to get an interview with him. Let's talk to him. He's not your winner, but he will finish in 7th place. Hey, Doug, you got a copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Man, you finished in 7th place and kind of got a little bit hurt there on that little run when you got a little bit of damage when you got up into the wall, and it hurts you ultimately when you lost the draft. Talk us through your night, though. First race of the season, 7th place, not too bad.
Well, we were really hoping for a better finish there. We definitely had a strong car all night. We didn't have to use a single fast repair, so happy with that. We got a little bit of damage, as you had said, scraping the wall on the outside, but at that point I was just really praying and hoping for a caution, because with me not pitting, I didn't realize that I was still 10 laps short, so I was beating myself up about that, but managed to walk away with top 7, so I guess that's a pretty good start.
Yeah, not bad at all, and you come in here at Daytona, very unpredictable. Next week we head to Atlanta, a very fast track as well, super fast, more of a driver's type track instead of, this drafting stuff where anybody really has a chance to win. How do you feel about heading to Atlanta, and what do you think about your chances heading there?
Well, one of the things that I'm really good at is plate racing. Last season I actually won the Daytona 500, so I was really kind of hoping that I'd be able to claim it again here, but sadly that did not happen. But our plan is to go into Atlanta. We have a pretty good we got a pretty good feel for the truck. We'll be ready for it definitely, and hopefully we can come and scrape it for a win in Atlanta.
Well, first off, I got to congratulate you. For people that don't know, you beat cancer. Very awesome for that. Somebody mentioned that in the chat, so very awesome that you was able to do that. I know a lot of people ain't so lucky, or so, I don't want to say lucky, but a lot of people ain't able to, I guess is the word I can say. So congratulations on that. Very tough battle, I'm guessing. 7th place tonight, man. Any shout-outs you want to give out before we head out of here?
Well, yeah. One of the things you did mention was the fact that I did have a really bad bout with vertebraic lymphoma, and that's basically it's a cancer spinal cord. I had really good doctors that were able to get me out there, so I want to give a huge shout out to them. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to come back and race. I also want to give a huge thanks to my wife and kids who were able to support me, even really rough road for us. We got diagnosed with it late last year, and we went through that. I also want to thank SCRA or SRCA for the ability to be able to come back and keep racing with these guys. I want to thank you guys for broadcasting the race. I don't know if you were paying attention, but I had the Ninja Turtle on the truck,
I did.
so
I did.
want to be able to thank the creators of the Ninja Turtles. Not only did I have them on the truck, but when I was beating cancer, somebody was very nice. They actually donated me a Ninja Turtles fluffy blanket so I'd be able to keep warm during that. So
That's
I
awesome.
thought it was really touching that I had to put them on the truck. So I want to give a shout out to the creators as well, and it was really comforting. It was a lot of fun.
That's awesome, and I noticed the truck. That's always awesome to have them. So good job tonight, man. We'll see you at Atlanta. Go out there and see if you can get a win then.
All right, thank you.
Very good story from him. Finishing in the 7th, I'd like to see him get a win. I'm sure it's definitely coming, and very interesting. So there ain't a ton of people left in here, so what we're going to do, we'll go ahead and get out of here. Derek, his mic's muted right now. He had to step away for a minute. Not sure if he's in here, but I know I can go ahead and give my thoughts of the race. First off, the race was phenomenal. These guys actually did surprise me for the Truck Series. They was able to come in here and pick up, where I was hoping we would have been on Monday when we missed the Cup Series, but they was able to put on a really good show for everybody. 4 cautions, not bad for Daytona. Yes, there was some big wrecks, but 17 drivers. If anybody's interested, check them out. SCRA. They seem like they got their stuff together. SRCA, sorry. And it'll be interesting to get some more people in here because these guys put on a heck of a show. So that's going to do it for us tonight, guys. Adam Chapman, Derek Pemberton. We'll be back on tomorrow night for NASCOM. Going to be interesting to see where they head. Actually, I think we're live tomorrow night. I'm not sure. But either way, we'll see y'all guys then. Have a great night and take care and God bless.